Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I'm George. We're all George. So, happy Friday. What's going on with Bitcoin? Well, one investor gave a dire warning. Do we need to pay attention? Do we need to listen? Well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about everything else that's going on today. We got a couple of macro stuff that also came out. And, of course, I got to talk about Clash. So, let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're starting out the day pretty green, which is good. Because, well, I take that back. Dow and S&P is green. NASDAQ is red. We did get this big inflation report, which showed inflation did not go up. Okay, so that's good. That's what we wanted because yesterday it was a brutal day, and it's because GDP numbers were higher than expected, which should be a good thing, but right now we're in one of those times where good economic data actually hurts. But this definitely helps because it shows inflation did not go much higher, came in line with expectation, although this is still ticking upwards. Okay, so this is not great news. It's not bad news either. So I guess we'll see how Wall Street takes this as we move into October. Keep in mind today is the last Friday of this month. So there are enormous amount of options and futures expirations today. Could cause a little volatility because of that. I totally forgot today was the last Friday of the month. But it was like 17 billion or something like that. Some enormous amount. And also Trump is slapping a few more tariffs. 25% tariffs on heavy truck imports starting next month. And 100% tariffs on patent drugs unless firms build plants locally. Yeah, so I guess those things aren't helping calm nerves. More tariffs. And I saw this. This relates to the AI talk I've been sharing with you guys. Accenture plans on exiting staff who can't be reskilled on AI. Just think about that. Right? If you can't be doing a job that helps AI, basically, you're out of there. You're out of there, right? So, yeah, this is what's going to start happening in the next 10 years. I predict 1% jobs will be lost every year for the next 10 years. And that's a conservative number. It might actually scale up even faster than that. But, we're at 4.3% unemployment. In 10 years, we may be back to like 14, 15%. That's best case scenario. Worst case scenario, we double that and go to 30%. So this is the time to be loading up, making all that money, the wealth, because you may be out of the job in the next 10 years. So it's happening. People still underestimate AI. People still think, well, ChatGPT is kind of stupid. It can't do a lot of things. There are a lot of things it can do. Microsoft recently said that 58% of their code is now written by AI. I mean, it's crazy what these guys are able to do now with AI. So if you can't adopt, well, you better make that money. You better make it fast because you will be out of a job soon. Anyways, it has nothing to do with Bitcoin. Well, it does because Bitcoin and crypto is the best way to make that wealth as fast as possible within the next 10 years. There's nothing that's faster than that. All right. Well, as for Bitcoin inflow, yesterday was a pretty negative day, 254 outflow million, except BlackRock. BlackRock at 80 million inflow. So that's good. That's really good. However, for ETH, 251 million outflow, 0 going to BlackRock. BlackRock is taking a breather. There's still a ton of selling right now, and that's not good. I mean, yesterday was a horrendous day. I got some stats about it. Yesterday I covered how Google is buying into this Bitcoin mining company called Cipher, and now they're going to offer 1.1 billion to expand their operations, which is good, which is really good. And maybe they're going to be buying some Bitcoin too with that, because that's very popular right now, right? And then we have another Japanese retailer, Mac House, just increased their Bitcoin holding to 106. So it's still happening around the world, right? A lot of companies building Bitcoin treasuries, and that's fantastic. However, this dire warning I told you guys about, you guys know who said it? Who gave it? None other than Peter Schiff, who says there's going to be a brutal bear market because of all these Bitcoin treasury companies, including Sailors. He is no fan of what Sailor is doing. Take a look. While so many companies have been busy copying Sailor's harebrained business strategy, few have noticed that MicroStrategy is down 45% from November 2024 high. This is going to be a brutal bear market for Bitcoin treasury companies. I'm not sure if any, including MicroStrategy, will survive it. Yes, he's looking at the very top. What he fails to mention is if you look at MicroStrategy year over year, it's still up 100%. So that's what you call like omitting information and just focusing on the negative. So do we need to worry about this dire warning? When it comes to Bitcoin, I'm going to say no. He's pretty good at knowing all things relating to gold and economy. Economy and like, economic stuff. But when it comes to Bitcoin, he is just the ultra bear, and he can never say anything good. Not one thing. So I'm going to say we can ignore that. We can ignore that. What has happened over the last week has not been good. We had 2 of the 3 biggest liquidation events within this last week. 2.75 billion of longs out. So you may be wondering why we've been experiencing what we're experiencing. It seems to me that the market makers want to clear out the longs. That's what I'm getting from this. There are too many people that are too bullish and throwing out all the longs, right? And the market makers like, you guys got to get out of here. And why would they want to do that? Well, number one, they're still making money. Number two, they're wiping the books clean because 3, you know what's coming next, right? October. And then you have November and December. So they may be preparing for the influx of people and liquidity and rise in prices, right? You got to clear out the board or they're all going to go bankrupt. So, yeah. And Raul Paul also agrees and reminds people that, hey, what he calls the Bananna Zone is coming, right? As it has for past 3 cycles, we experienced that, this parabolic rise. He calls the Bananna Zone. It's coming. It's coming. And short-term TA looks like this, right? We always go through these moves where it seems like Bitcoin is down and out and it's dead. Sometimes it lasts for a very long time. Do you guys remember 2014 when we first hit, I don't know what we hit, like 74,000 or something like that? And then we trended all the way until November, October, November, before we broke out. Count how many months that was, right? Like, it seemed like Bitcoin was never going to break out until we did at the end of the year. We saw something similar earlier this year. And I think we're going to see something similar again soon. Possibly starting in October. So just stay strong, my friends. Also, moving on from Bitcoin, there is some Aster controversy. It has been tanking for the last few days. It's like 170 now or something like that. That's because yesterday there was a token that was listed, XPL, and there's some abnormal price movement. Okay, it wasn't performing well. And then they had to give a refund to all the users that had this problem. So that didn't help things. That brought them down. And of course, it's the bad market conditions. But also, I didn't know this. Mr. Beast is accused of insider trading. People are tracking his wallet. And he has poured $1 million into Aster. I don't know why it would be insider trading. Maybe he just likes Aster and he just threw money in there. So I don't know what the deal is, but there's some controversy around that as well. And I don't know how people know that it's Mr. Beast's address, but whatever. So anyways, these two things did not help Aster yesterday. It fell down 20% yesterday, and I think it went down even further. But we'll see. Also, World Liberty Financial has fallen quite a lot from September. But, you know, the thing is, this is just a scary headline. You know, I checked, oh, it's down 58%. And I looked at it. It's still worth like $3 billion. So I think this is over-exaggerating things, okay? It was just much higher before, but it's not like it plunged down to 100 million. It's still in the billions. But anyways, they're announcing buybacks, burning and buybacks with their fees. So for people that like this, that'll be great. Outside of this, that's pretty much it. You know, today looks like it could be a green day. I don't know why I'm keep clicking into things. Yeah, today could be a good day. MicroStrategy's up, Hood is up, Riot's up, HUD is not up. Every time you talk positive, you drop the market. Okay, that's like a backhanded compliment. So I'm just going to ban you from the chat, even though you gave me a $5 super chat. There was no need for that. And you just ruined what I was going to say next. And what I'm going to say next is this Clash token. Yesterday, I showcased it. People were like, what is going on? Why are you talking about so much? Yesterday, when I told you guys about Clash and it was on its way up, it was $2 million. It is now 7.4 million. This is literally the hottest meme coin there is right now. We're building out a huge community. Today, we're going to have a huge tournament with huge prizes, right? So a lot of people very, very excited in Discord, and a lot of people showed up to the stream yesterday at night that I told you guys about. This is something, it's a new movement. You guys don't want to miss out on this. So the tournament is tonight. I'll put out the link at 7 p.m. Central. It starts at 8 p.m. What I'm going to do is make the tournament 2 hours because I feel like with Mega Draft, it wastes a lot of time. So it's going to be a 2 hour. You got plenty of time. You could join late if you want to. Everyone is free to join. But if you want to win prizes, you got to have some Clash. And I lowered the requirement down to 15,000. It's funny, just a few days ago, this requirement was at 500,000. Now I lowered it to 15,000, which is like, I don't know, $100 worth, something like that. And the reason being, because these prizes are enormous. First place go win 4 SOL. That's like $800. Second place go win 2 SOL. Third place 1 SOL. 4 to 10 wins 0.2 SOL, which I upped, right? And I'll be giving giveaways, random giveaways like I've been doing here, right? I gave out 1 soul yesterday. I gave out 1 soul at night yesterday. Just giving out free soul for Clash holders. So the link will be posted here. It'll also be posted in Discord and all the socials that relate to Clash. Okay. And even if you didn't want to play and you just want to watch it on Pump.fun or the I Am George channel. It's really that simple. And then for you giveaway, you know, for the people that want giveaways, I also lowered the requirement down to 15,000, which is, again, very little. And we got 318 responses now. So it's going up. It's going up. Look at all the soul I gave away already. You know, it's like, how many souls is that? That's like 4 soul within 4 days. So you're missing out. You're missing out if you're not putting your wallet in here with some Clash. Which, let's do it right now. And this list is getting so long. I told you guys before, it's going to be in the hundreds, if not thousands soon. That's a lot of addresses. All right, let's check if this person has a required amount of Clash. Yes, this person loaded up 1.25 million Clash, or maybe he bought when it was cheap. So he definitely has a lot. So I'm going to send this person a soul. You know, because I'm feeling good. Let's do it again. I'm gonna put the address in here. I will send it after this stream. Let's spin again. All right, let's do something fun. If this guy holds more than 5 million of Clash, I will send them 2 soul. Otherwise, if it's under 5 million, it'll be 1 soul. Oh, he doesn't. He only has 18K soul. Does that meet the requirement? What did I say the requirement is? 15,000. He has 18,000. That fits. He wins a soul. Man, that's pretty good right there. That's basically doubling what he has. All right. So congratulations to these 2 guys. You'll be winning your free soul after this stream. See, it's that simple. It's that simple. All right, that is it. Let's do some Q&A. Why did I talk about Raul Paul? He said ETH will get to 12,000 in 2021. Yeah, I mean, a lot of us make wild predictions, and you know, because we're just really bullish. But overall, he's a Wall Street guy, and he's very knowledgeable. I mean, yeah, he made some bad predictions, but you know, I still think he's a very credible figure in this space. Is Clash already on CoinGecko and CMC? No, those applications are being worked on. You'll have to find it on Dex Tools or Dex Screener. And just search for Clash. And tonight, again, the tournament, if you want to join, please do so. I think we're going to have somewhere around like 100 to 150 players. And I think there'll be a lot of spectators. It's going to be good all around. Cats and good coffee. I'm one of the winners. Congrats, man. Congrats. Future plans really is to just grow the ecosystem by making meaningful partnerships, right? And growing the tournaments. I envision the tournaments will become so large that everyone wants to participate. Even people that don't play will start playing just for a chance. You know, like I raised these winnings because, you know, because of the popularity, right? I envision the way things were going now, next week it could be like 532.5. So, you know, the tournaments are going to get huge. It'll be hard to ignore the prizes. And it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger as long as we keep growing. We got over 1,100 holders now, which is like triple from like just a few days ago. Obviously, the movement in price, but you know, I'm talking to other projects to see if they want to get involved. There may be something before the tournament today. And I know a lot of you guys, even if you don't care, a lot of you guys like the free giveaways. And I'll continue to do it as long as we keep growing. And right now, Clash Royale is a super, super, super hot game. Like super hot. So we can also utilize that momentum as well. Nothing is free. It's free to join a tournament. You're just not eligible for prizes, but everyone is free to join. Last week, that's basically almost everyone joined. Didn't have any clash, so you are definitely free to join. The easiest way to buy Clash is on the Phantom wallet. Okay, if you have some Soul in your Phantom wallet, all you have to do is click into that swap button, and then you put in the contract address. That's the easiest way. There are other ways to do it, but the easiest way to do that. And if you're wondering, well, what's a contract address? Well, it's here. It's this one. It starts with 6NR8. It's also, all this information is in the forums. Like, if you want to grab it here, right? But it gives you the contract address. I don't think I'm going to make a video on it because if you can't figure that out, you probably shouldn't be buying it. But if you know what you're doing, then it's pretty simple. Phantom wallet, I think, is the easiest. And I love Phantom. $8 p.m. Central. I don't know if you guys could read this. Oh boy. You guys read that? 115,000% from launch. 116,000% since the 16th. Kyle, yeah, that would be great, and we could put it on the official X channel. But the game is also, not to just concentrate on this, but the game is also very addicting for those of you guys that have started playing it or are playing it. There's a few other influencers that reached out to me and said, "Oh, I've been playing Clash for years. I want to join." So we may see some of them join too. Good to see Aster come up a little bit. Yesterday it fell to like 170 something. Now it's 194. I think it's gonna come back. It's gonna come back strong after all the controversial stuff blows over. Yeah, I rage a lot during my streams. I was raging hard yesterday because I had like 7 games in a row where I lost, and I finally won the last one where I needed to. And Mega Draft is even more frustrating. Oh man, we're at 8 million. This is definitely the best streamer coin out of Pump.Fun, and they still won't recognize me. That's the thing. If you go to Pump.Fun's like front page, and you go to live streams, hopefully there's nothing bad, but like no, just the front page, you see all these like now trending stuff. A lot of these just like, some have done well obviously, but like some of these are just so out, like they're not even popular anymore. So Clash is definitely one of the best ones that came out of this, and they still have not put it on top, and I've been asking them to, and they haven't yet. But once they do, I think it'll gain even more attention. What do you expect? October or Downtober? I think it's going to be October, but it might not start right away. We might have to wait a few weeks before it gets really good. That's what happened last year, and I think it could be something similar this year too. We got 56 people that responded that they're joining the Clash tournament, that are holding Clash, but I have a feeling it's going to be a lot more. A lot more players, I mean. Just had surgery to repair my torn bicep. That sounds painful, man. I'm sorry to hear that. How did you tear your bicep? Tesla sales slump. Yeah, Europeans do not like Teslas now. Ego lifting? That sucks, man. I was going to say that, but I didn't want to assume anything. Because maybe, it's a sports injury or something like that. I can't imagine when you tear your bicep, it just like rolls up, right? Like it just like rolls there and it's like a big ball there. That seems like it's gross. George, I finally got my tax refund. Would you buy Bitcoin today or wait until mid-October? You know, that's hard to say. We're still in 109, which I think is really cheap. But you know, can things get worse in October? Maybe. I'm not so sure it will. I think the best course is just DCA, man. So that way you don't have to guess. Whatever your check is, divide it 4 ways. And then you can buy a little bit every week into October. Discord's popping. You got people in here all the time now. You got thousands and thousands of people in here and hundreds joining every single day. So make sure you join Discord. Today's the last day of boot camp also for those of you guys that want to learn. And there has been a lot of people attending. So you can still join boot camp the last day. And if you missed it, there'll be recorded videos. And next month, we'll have 2 more. So it's going to be an ongoing thing. A lot of excitement in there. $15,000 to qualify. Wireless clash on centralized exchange and perps. Down the road, yeah. If it gets big enough. They're not going to consider it right now anyways. Even at 8 million market cap, it's too small. If it could break 10 and we head to like 15, 20, then a lot of them will consider. Some have reached out. Like MaxC already reached out. But I don't think it's a good idea to list so early. MaxC, Bitmart, all these exchanges have reached out and asked to list it already. Yeah. And I want listings on like tier 1 or at least the tier 2 exchanges. I know the listing guys from Gate. So I started that conversation already. I know a secret person I met last year that is in the listing team of Coinbase, but I haven't talked to her in a long time. And I don't know if she's still there. So I have that contact too. But it's too small right now. Yeah, I'm not going to, if they want to list, they have to just buy from the open market. I'm not going to give them any tokens because a lot of these exchanges, they just dump it afterwards. That's all they want. They just want the tokens and they'll say they use it for marketing, but what they really do is just dump it. That's why a lot of meme coins, when they get listed, it starts going down because the exchanges keep selling it and there's nothing you could do to stop that. There's a new Mandalorian and Grogu trailer. I didn't even finish the last season. I thought season 3 of Mandalorian was boring as hell. I couldn't even finish it. in case you guys didn't know, if you go to my X profile here, I listed here, there's a new X page just for Clash too, right? So I rebranded this from another account that we had, so that's why it has 10K followers already. But we got like some notable people in here that's following already, and I think they're all paying attention right now to Clash. Yeah, so I posted this too, so you guys can follow this as well if you want more information, you know, like the forums and stuff. But that's all on Discord posted, but in case you guys want to join in. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say at this point. You know, crypto overall right now is just going through one of those phases, okay, where it's kind of boring, down, a lot of liquidations, macro stuff that's scaring people. But we always go through this, right? You guys have been with me long enough to know that we go through these phases, and sometimes you just have to last it out. And there's not a whole lot of new exciting things. Aster was kind of that, and for a week it was really, really good. And everyone's talking about it. I think it's going to pick up again, but you know, right now there's not a whole lot else going on besides what I'm building. That's why I'm so excited about it. I talk about it all the time. It's growing. Only after 2 weeks it already exceeded my wildest expectations, and this is during a down market. If this was during an up market, imagine the growth it would have. Ron is asking, off-topic question, what can you advise as a health insurance? These are self-employed. You know what? That's a good question. My wife handles that, so I don't even know what insurance that we have. But I know it's expensive. Self-employed insurance is definitely way more expensive, and the benefits are way worse than if you're like working for a big company. But of course you still have to get it. Shield 23. The warning was from Peter Schiff. And he's warning that, you know, all these businesses copying Saylor's Bitcoin treasury strategy are going to see a brutal bear market. But, you know, Peter Schiff is Peter Schiff. He never says anything good. So, of course, he finds whenever we go through these periods, there's a little weakness and stuff, and he just calls for the destruction of the entire space every time. And every time it never happens, and we go up further. Alan, you're finally a Clash holder, man. Congrats. Now you can participate in the tournament and possibly win. Just found out my son has been playing Clash for years. Looks like I need to get involved. Another way to bind it. Yeah, I'm telling you. That, I mean, I hate to say it, but it's like the biggest way I bond with them right now. I mean, besides going on vacations and going out to eat and stuff, but like, you know, they care about their own things, and there's not a whole lot in their life right now but gaming, and Clash actually is something that I could relate to them with. And they rage hard over it too. So it's not just like grown-ups. It is the game that makes you rage the most. Some say it's more difficult to play than chess. I don't know if that's true, but sometimes it is. Because there's so many combinations, so many decks, combination of decks, and different strategies. It's like, it sounds silly that it could take more skill to play Clash than chess, but I don't know, because chess is fixed pieces, right? You know what you're going up against. It's like a mirror match, basically. and you're trying to outdo each other. With Clash, it's different decks all the time, every single time. So I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not, but it could be. Christopher Robinson said, sign NDA by him in the movie. What movie? Is there a Clash Royale movie that's coming out? Graveyard is so... If you do Graveyard correctly, it just explodes. I mean, you win. Especially with a good push and they're not ready for it. There's no way they could stop a Graveyard. Yesterday, at one point, we got up to top 4 in terms of hot pairs. I think it goes by volume. And it's really hard to do that in Sol because there's like millions of new Sol coins come out every single day. So to reach top 5 is amazing. I think this morning we were top 7 in terms of volume. And not all volume is good. Look at number 4, it's down 47%. Number 3, Panda is down 9%. So it's not like just because you make the top list is good, because a lot of times it could be like you're going down. But Clash has been consistently building for the last 3 days. Oh, see, you guys bonded through Clash. And this game has been out like 9 years. It's not like it's a new game. It's been out for 9 years, but they just been changing it, updating it, and it's quite different now, I guess. Not quite different. It's still the same model, but different cards. And then they introduced evolutions, which changed the game too. Omar says he's been playing 9 years. Well, you definitely need to join the tournament then. We're up to 59 responses, almost 60. If we get to 100 in here and then have some free players join in, it's going to be nuts. I'm going to set the limit to 200 tonight. And no eliminations, 2 hours. So you could take a break and you don't have to rush through things. But now 60 responses. Basically, you know, the winners will be based on how many wins they have. So you don't have to worry about the losses. Just keep grinding. Is it possible to actually win if you never played? Probably not. If you start playing right now and you join a tournament, I think it would be hard for you to place top 10. Honestly, there's a lot of good players that's been playing for years. Unless you are a savant and you somehow pick it up like that and you just start dominating. But it's very unlikely. That's like you trying to pick up chess and entering a chess tournament thinking that you can win. It's a very low chance. All right, guys. I guess I'm going to end it on that note. I know I just spent half the time talking about Clash, but it's my project. I'm proud of it, and honestly, there's not a whole lot else to talk about right now. The dire warning is from Peter Schiff, which I am totally ignoring because he is not, when it comes to Bitcoin, he's just not right. He's just not. And he's never right about it because he plays this ultra bear, and he never says anything good or constructive at all. So I would say ignore that. Things are going to get better. They always do. We go through these ruts sometimes, and we always get through it. All right, no video for tonight, but the big Clash tournament is tonight. I'll be streaming. I am George channel and Pump.fun. You get information in the forum, which is posted in this video and on socials. And you can also participate. If you are going to participate and you have some Clash, then you're eligible for the giveaways and prizes, huge prizes. And I selected 2 people to win Soul, so I'm going to send these as soon as I get off and get to my other desk. All right? It is 8 p.m. Central Standard Time when it starts, but the link will be posted 1 hour before because I can't schedule it. Like when you create a tournament, it's just 1 hour before. So I will create the join tournament link at 7 Central Standard Time. Okay? 7. I don't think it's going to be filled because I'm making the spot 200. I don't think we'll get 200 players, but if we do, so be it. So just join, right? All right, guys. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel. Have a good rest of your Friday. Take care.